On behalf of Commissioner Brian Spooner, we would like to welcome you to our 2024 MWL Draft. We have several new draft prospects for this season, as well as some returning free agents who are yet to be claimed by a team. There have been several names thrown around this year about who might be the number one overall pick in this year's draft. Several people have thrown around Justin Baker's name, and as well as Jackson Levesque's name. Zeke Miller and even Jesse Levesque have popped up in the discussion. Among some of the top free agents this year are Elijah Nash, John Phillips, and Matthew Stevens. The first round of our draft is based off of the league standings from last year. Notice that the Tigers traded their 6th overall pick to the Yankees in exchange for Rick Melger. The second round of our draft today is a lottery format with the Blue Jays, Braves, and Yankees atop that round. Teams are also eligible to make trades, so we will see if there are any trades in this year's upcoming draft. Here's a live look in at downtown Detroit where our draft is taking place as the Blue Jays are on the clock. With the first pick in the MWL draft, the Blue Jays select shortstop and pitcher Jackson Levesque, Pensacola Christian College. The Marlins are now on the clock. Jackson boasts a 1.80 ERA in 10 innings pitched in 2022, and he also pitches for strikeouts. On the offensive side of the ball, Jackson boasted a .438 average, a .700 on-base percentage, and a .688 slugging, which in my opinion is a little low for a player of his caliber. But the Blue Jays took a chance on him, and Jackson Levesque goes number 1 overall. With the second pick in the MWL draft, the Marlins select shortstop and pitcher Justin Baker, Pensacola Christian College. The Yankees are now on the clock. Justin Baker had a 3.00 ERA in 2023 as a fill-in 5 innings pitched. He also pitches for strikeouts. His batting average was .421 with an on-base percentage of .718. Once again, his slugging is down to .579, fairly low for a number 2 overall pick. With the third pick in the MWL draft, the Yankees select Julian Jacob, pitcher and outfielder, Purple Thunder. The Braves are on the clock.
Hello.
Hi, is Julian Jacob there?
This is.
Hi, Julian. My name is Joe Jokinen. I represent Yankees, manager and CEO. I'd like to congratulate you on being the third pick in the 2024 MWL Wiffleball League draft. You are now a Yankee. Your salary is $0.00, but we're excited to have you part of the team and part of the league.
That's awesome. I'm excited.
Congratulations.
This will be Julian Jacobs' first season in the MWL, but he did play in the Reinhardt Wiffleball Club, and in that he posted a 0.60 ERA in 10 innings pitched. He also pitches for strikeouts. On the offensive side of things, he averaged .467 at the plate with 5 home runs, and his slugging was 1.067. We're not sure about his fielding capabilities. With the fourth pick in the MWL draft, the Braves select Zeke Miller, pitcher and outfielder, Fish Creek Salmon. The Padres are on the clock. Zeke Miller is an excellent fielder as he filled in for 2 different series last year in the MWL. On the offensive side of things, he averaged .611 and his on-base percentage was .731. He also had great contact with the ball, making it on base, as you see with that on-base percentage, several times. Zeke Miller is going to be a stud for the Braves. With the 5th pick in the MWL draft, the Padres select Grant Irish, pitcher and shortstop, Emmanuel Baptist School. The Yankees are on the clock. Grant Irish has never played in the regular season for the MWL, but he did play in the 2021 pre-league, and he posted an average at the plate of .429. He's expected to be a good pitcher for his team, but it is unknown if he can keep that success up all season. He is one of the best players on Emmanuel Baptist School Fire's baseball team, so we're excited to see what he will do this season. And now we take you to a live look-in at Tony Nash in the draft room, and he is ready to be selected here soon. With the 6th pick in the MWL draft, the Yankees select Tony Nash, first baseman, Langsburg Christian High School. The Blue Jays are now on the clock.
Oh, I think it's them. Hello? Yeah? All right. Yep. No, I won't let you down. Let's go.
Nash has never played in the MWL before, but he is expected to bring a much-needed veteran presence to that Yankees squad. With the 7th pick in the MWL draft, the Blue Jays select John Phillips, pitcher and shortstop, free agency. The Braves are now on the clock. The World Series champion John Phillips goes 7th overall to the Blue Jays. Last year, he posted a 4.00 ERA in 3 innings pitched. On the offensive side of things, he averaged .476 with an on-base percentage of .577. Unfortunately, his availability was a little iffy, and his cap points were very high, so Brian Spooner Sr., the manager of the Tigers, was forced to drop him this offseason. With the 8th pick in the MWL draft, the Braves select Jesse Levesque, first baseman, Pensacola Christian College. The Yankees are now on the clock. Even though he was projected potentially to go number 1 overall, Jesse Levesque goes 8th to the Braves. In his one fill-in series last season in 2023, he went 5 for 5, batting 1,000 with 2 home runs in his 3 games played. Unfortunately, we don't know much about his pitching or fielding, so we'll have to see about that this season, but a great pickup for the Braves early in the 2nd round. With the 9th pick in the MWL draft, the Yankees select Jack Valasek, outfield, Owasso High School. The Marlins are now on the clock. Jack Valasek played last season during the playoffs as a fill-in and boasted a .500 average with an on-base percentage of .643 and a slugging of .800. He has excellent fielding, but unfortunately a minor worry is his availability. Also, his pitching is unknown, so we'll have to wait and see if he can prove himself this season. With the 10th pick in the MWL draft, the Marlins select Tyler Baker, first baseman, free agency. The Padres are now on the clock. Tyler Baker has been a full-time Marlin for the past 2 years on their team, but unfortunately his availability was very low. He was only able to make it to 12 out of the 36 regular season games. On the positive side of things, he has a great on-base percentage of .615, getting a lot of walks. Unfortunately, his pitching is a problem as he has posted a 7.03 ERA over his 2 seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce a trade. The Padres have traded their 11th pick to the Marlins in exchange for the 15th pick and 100 salary cap points. The Marlins are now on the clock. With the 11th pick in the MWL draft, the Marlins select Matthew Stevens, shortstop, free agency. The Braves are now on the clock. There's some high hopes for Matthew Stevens this season. In 2022, he played about half a season with the Padres, and then he was released into free agency during that offseason. After that, the Blue Jays picked him up, but he didn't show up to any of the games. His availability was very low. On the positive side of things, his average is very good at .429, on-base percentage of .625, and his ERA for pitching is very good at 4.84. Lots to look forward to for Matthew Stevens this season. With the 12th pick in the MWL draft, the Braves select Jared Waddell, utility player, free agency. The Blue Jays are now on the clock. The World Series champion, Jared Waddell. His contact is very good, and his average is .329 overall over 2 seasons. In 2023, he had an average of .393, and he led the league in base on balls. He was very reliable as he was there for 18 games, all of them that the Tigers played this season. His pitching, on the other hand, was lackluster, so we'll see what he can do with the Braves this season. With the 13th pick in the MWL draft, the Blue Jays select Elijah Nash, utility player, free agency. The Tigers are on the clock. Elijah Nash started off last season with the Atlanta Braves. Then he was traded to the Blue Jays in exchange for some salary cap points. He was then released into free agency and redrafted by the Blue Jays this season. Elijah has some solid contact with an average of .364 overall and .382 for 2023. His pitching was very good with an ERA of 6.43. With the 14th pick in the MWL draft, the Tigers select Steve Waddell, outfielder, free agency. The Padres are now on the clock. Steve Waddell is back with his former team as he gets drafted by them. Steve gets on base a lot with base on balls. His on-base percentage is .583. His pitching was okay with an ERA of 6.39, and he was very reliable as he was at most of, if not all of the games last season, so his availability has always been a strong suit of his. With the 15th pick in the MWL draft, the Padres select Felix Escamilla, designated hitter, SGC maintenance. The Yankees are now on the clock. Manager Brian Spooner plans to use Felix in the designated hitter spot for the Padres this season. He runs his own softball leagues and as well as many other sports, and the Padres believe him to be a great pick to fill their need at designated hitter. With the 16th pick in the MWL draft, the Yankees select Jordan Rodriguez, utility player, Lake Erie Storm. The Marlins are now on the clock. Jordan filled in for 2 different series in the first season of the MWL in 2022. He has excellent speed on the base paths, and he is a great fielder on the defensive side of the ball. Unfortunately, his hitting could be a little bit better, but the Yankees are excited to have Jordan Rodriguez on their team. With the 17th pick in the MWL draft, the Marlins select Mr. Irrelevant, Aaron Stites, first baseman, free agency. Former Brave Aaron Stites is picked here as Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft, by the Marlins. Aaron was great at getting on base last season as he boasted 22 bases on balls in only half of the season last year. His on-base percentage was .633. He walked a ton. Unfortunately, his pitching needs a lot of work, and he does not have much power, but the Marlins are looking forward to having him on the team this season. We've got some breaking news here before we end our draft today. The Blue Jays have traded Elijah Nash to the Yankees in exchange for Jordan Rodriguez.